Once you hear these, you'll have nightmares. These are the creepiest unexplained sounds that have everyone freaking out. Let's talk about them. What's going down, Mouse Nation, and welcome back. Sometimes there are strange, unexplained sounds that even entire cities can hear. From strange underwater sounds to creepy audio in the sky, even to the far reaches of outer space. Today's video will feature the creepiest unexplained sounds that have everyone freaking out. So sit back, put on some headphones, turn out the lights, and let's get started. UVB 76. Ah yes, UVB 76. This sound is also known as the buzzer, and it's been coming up on shortwave radio all the way back since 1973. It broadcasts on the frequency 4625 kilohertz and come in short, monotonous buzzing tones, which are broadcast at about 25 tones per minute for 24 hours per day. Within these broadcasts, you may hear Russian voice transmissions, classical songs, or even a woman screaming. Let's take a listen. Imagine coming across this station randomly. To this day, the purpose of this station has not been confirmed, and it more than likely never will be. According to some urban explorers, it could be coming from an abandoned military base in Moscow. Some even believe they may be secret codes to secret agents. What do you think? Sounds of Saturn. In 2009, the Cassini spacecraft was able to pick up natural radio signals coming from everyone's favorite ringed planet, Saturn. Making it even more odd was the fact that there were two totally different signals coming from opposite poles of the planet. This is something that scientists just could not explain. Keep in mind that these sounds wouldn't normally be audible to humans, but scientists changed the frequencies so that we could hear them for ourselves. Here's what that sounds like. It's a beautiful yet eerie soundscape. Creepy even. One thing's for sure, I wouldn't want to live on Saturn alone. Skyquakes. Sounds of a distant thunder-like sonic boom, or cannons coming from the sky when there are no clouds in sight. Sounds that to this day have never had their source identified. Depending on where you're from, this audio phenomenon can also be known as the Moodus noises in the lower Connecticut Valley, the Seneca guns in the southeast US, fog guns, mist puffers, and more. They've been heard all over the world as early as 1824, even being described by the last of the Mohicans author, James Fenimore Cooper, in an 1850 short story. Here's what they sound like. Some possible explanations have been meteors entering the atmosphere, underwater caves collapsing, military aircraft, or gas escaping from the Earth's surface. The truth is that none of these have been confirmed. One thing is for sure, that the term mudis comes from the Native American word machi mudis, which means place of bad noises. The Wailing World Trade Center. This one is absolutely chilling. Creepy, high-pitched wails that were supposedly created by high winds from Hurricane Sandy during the construction of the One World Trade Center. These sounds have never been heard after this day. It's an eerie chorus, and videos were posted all over the internet. Some who lived in the area even claimed to have been woken by the screaming sounds. Were these the ghosts of those who perished on September 11th? Or simply some wind? You decide. The trumpet. Odd trumpet or animal-like sounds coming from the sky all over North America and Europe, with local authorities never being able to tell where the sounds were coming from. Religious people believe it's a sign of the end of the world. Some believe the sounds are extraterrestrial in nature, and of course others believe them to just simply be fake. Most importantly, what do you believe? The hum. This unexplained sound has been mostly made popular by the Taos Hum in New Mexico. It's also been heard in many places all over the world, and can only be heard by small portions of the population in those areas. The sound is a long, low-frequency hum that comes and goes and has been heard as early as the 1970s. It can be heard both indoors and outdoors and seems to grow even louder at night, but of course, no one seems to be able to tell where it's coming from. Let's take a listen. Researchers have a ton of possible explanations, but none have been proven. From tremors beneath our planet, wireless devices, radio waves, and more. Have you ever heard the hum? The wow signal. The story of this sound is something straight out of a sci-fi flick. It's August 15th, 1977. A strong narrowband radio signal was received by Ohio State University's Big Ear radio telescope. This telescope was being used to find extraterrestrial intelligence at the time. And boy, did this signal have the necessary traits to be of extraterrestrial origin. And it came from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. Astronomer Jerry H. Amon would discover the radio signal a few days later and was so excited by it that he even wrote the word wow on the printout of the reading. Here's what it sounds like. This signal has never been replicated and to this day has not been explained. Maybe someday we'll find out. The following eerie underwater sounds have all been recorded by the U.S. Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. 52 Hertz Whale. This sound comes from what many people believe to be the loneliest whale on the planet. Reason being is explained by its name, which is the frequency at which it communicates, and it's much higher than the norm. The sound has been followed for decades, and filmmakers set upon a Kickstarter to find the mysterious creature. $400,000 was raised with the help of none other than Leonardo DiCaprio. Upsweep. This strange underwater sound sounds like moans from deep beneath the sea. Let's take a listen. And here are a few more. Julia. Bloop. Slow down. Train. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on The Creepiest with the creepiest unexplained sounds that have everyone freaking out. Which one do you think was the creepiest? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Morty Mouse. I'll see you later, or I'll see you on the other side. Merry Christmas.